Good day, 161. This is your professor speaking, and I am giving you a little introduction to your Week 7, Week 8 take-home presentation assignment. And I'm really excited for you because you have actually a lot of time to get this done, given it straddles the engagement week. And so when we open up this assignment in week 7, we're basically setting the tone for the next 2 weeks, by which you complete a recorded video presentation on the TED Talk of your choice between you and another person. That's right. You and a classmate collaborate on this assignment to report on the strengths, the weaknesses, the reason why you chose this TED Talk, presumably your passion for the subject. And in the end, you have to demonstrate a certain level of organization and deliberateness in order to convey to the viewer your testimony is trustworthy. And by trustworthy, I mean you have some valid observations to make about the TED Talk, which could be really fun, because the sky's the limit. There are just so many of them out there. And no, you don't have to have a TED subscription. I do. But the YouTube channel for TED Talks, you'll find right there in your assignment instruction page, will take you into a big pool of videos to sample, some long, some short. But you will find that this assignment is broken down into 2 parts. Part 1 begins in week 7 when you'll be given a little bit of time in class to meet your partner, to be determined, and start outlining, planning how you would go about putting together a recorded video in which both of you speak on camera. And that requires a certain amount of planning because you want to be considerate and break it up 50-50 so that you're both entitled to a good mark. There are penalties if you don't, if you just let someone do all the work and you just sit back and smile and nod. That's not the Pairs presentation we're talking about. It would involve turn taking, so one person at the microphone in front of the camera at a time, and then over to the other person. I'll leave it to you to organize how this would run, if it's person 1 for the first 2.5 minutes, person 2 for the last 2.5 minutes. But note, altogether, 5 minutes max. Not less than 3 minutes, because deductions apply if it's too short, and if it's too long. But your goal is to produce approximately a 5-minute video presentation on one of the TED Talks out there that really appeals to you. And so this assignment awards you for the planning in advance, and I'll review it. It's something you have to upload to the outline assignment folder. But then in week 8, the recording is due, the actual video you produce, and the new outline, because you're probably going to make some changes. Everything you write down in the first day or first week in which it's assigned, things could change. Life happens, and your professor will offer some feedback and suggestions on how to maybe make it better, make it different. You feel free to accept or decline those suggestions, but I'm pretty sure there will be changes in the final product. Therefore, the assignment is broken into 5% and 5%. 5% goes into the planning, which for many people, it's a really good thing, because if they're camera shy and they're not experienced being on camera, they would like to max out, I think, their outline score. And then the presentation itself is just 5% more, totals 10%. See what I mean? You could do the math, you can read the instructions, and you should also read the rubrics. The rubrics serve like a checklist, like a reminder of, okay, this is what I need to do in order to achieve a really good score. And in the end, I hope this is a fun exercise. It's the only one of its kind. In COMM 161, we assess primarily on writing ability. This does play a factor in your overall presentation score, but it's not stressed the same way a reading test or a writing test you've done. This is different. This is looking at your ability to communicate through the camera lens. We are an online course. And then make it believable. So practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. I think this, though, represents the opportunity to have some fun with another classmate, share the responsibility, and not cave under pressure. Only the people that are disorganized and leave this kind of assignment until the last minute, they're the ones who get pinched. They're the ones who do less than stellar and are disappointed with the result. But that's common sense. With this type of assignment, you are rewarded for putting in the work. So what you put in is what you get out. Start working on it. Enjoy the process. I'm so looking forward to seeing those video submissions. But first, you must get that outline done. I will give you comments or suggestions ASAP so that you potentially over engagement week can meet with your partner and make some decisions on how you would like to record the video. But of course, when we come back in week 8, that's when it's game on. So there's no expectation it gets done during engagement week, but many students request that an assignment like this is given before they go to engagement week because there are some who like to do this type of work outside of our regular curriculum. Take care, everyone. It's important that you pace yourself and you don't burn out at this point. It is essentially the midterm of the course, and so we don't want to inundate you with too much work, but this may be a welcome reprieve or a change of pace that is actually refreshing. Thank you for your effort. Good luck. And in showbiz, we say, break a leg.